old Donald Trump, and those tariffs and the plans, and it just, yeah, Weasel, that old Weasley, beady-eyed turkey, doing his best Jefferson Davis Hogg. Jefferson Davis Hogg means boss hog. So if you ever watch The Dukes of Hazzard, which you don't want to watch that because that Confederate flag on that car and all that, but Jefferson Davis Hogg was a shyster. And you remember he always plotted and planned things of Dukes of Hazzard. He was always up to no good. Him and his sidekick, Roscoe P. Coltrane, who Roscoe now, is he J.P. Vance? I don't know. But anyway, the tariffs idea is temporary off the table to April. Oh, 11th hour, all that tough talk. And you just look like a budging idiot, like you don't know what you're doing. And you're just trying to be the big bad wolf on a revenge tour, always thinking of schemes and some hustles. Thinking if I'll just scare you, you'll bow to me. But maybe people won't want to do business with your country. Maybe the product that you get may not be up to standards. What happens when the cost goes up and people are talking about inflation and the money? Eggs are crazy now. Could you imagine with the fruits and the vegetables and the travel across the border from Canada to America? Could you imagine that? Did you stop to think about that? How this all hits in totality and then it's a grim reality? Did you think about that? Is you just sitting there flipping coins and being mad at night until I guess you get 2 hours of sleep, then you wake up with a bull head full of steam that you just gonna reap on everybody that don't dance and sing to your beat of your tune. This is what we get from Donald J. Trump and his supporters who love the tough talk but don't want to deal with the reality. And the reality is not too pretty. Because when you impose tariffs and things on other places, well, not only do you cheapen the do you make it more expensive, but then you do damage to the reputation for other countries and how you do business. And when you do those sort of things, people ain't gonna want to do business with you, and it paints a very bleak picture. It will cause recessions. It will cause more unemployment. People going, through all kinds of craziness and chaotic and decision. But then it makes you look ineffective and look crazier than you already are. And for all that talk about Sleepy Joe and he's an ep and he too old and all that, well, who's sitting up there sleeping on the job? Because right about now you're like, yeah, I want this, I want that, and you're just signing everything. You just scribbling, and you can't wait to sign your name to stuff without thinking it through. So now you're like, well, we're gonna pause on some of these things. Some of these things we're gonna pause. I think we'll give them a little more time. No, what it says in translation, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm making it up as I go along, and I'm gonna fumble the bag, and I'm gonna just have all kinds of people looking at me sideways, cross-eyed, and crazy. Because you're so busy trying to push this and push that. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen is simple. If you went to law school and you're sitting up there with all your 99 papers that you got to pay back all this money, Donald J. Trump is the best thing to happen to you. Do you know why? Because you're going to get to pay off your debts, because when they go to court and they file all these injunctions and all this craziness that he didn't put down, stuff's going to get dismissed. It's going to go by one by one by one by one by one. You're going to be working left and right because of his excess of idiocy. Because he was so compulsive with trying to big bad wolf, and he didn't check the fine print. All this stuff. And Trudeau, who's Canadian prime minister for now till he leaves, said Trump's been using all kinds of colorful words on the phone because he can't get his way. He wants to always business and negotiate. This is not The Apprentice, and you can't say you're fired, you're fired. You can't do this. And not legally, and it's gonna backfire in a real way. The whole mess with Zelensky, which was embarrassing a week ago, then you got this mess. And if you watch everything he does, it's the car wreck that people just can't stop watching because he loves it. He loves the chaos and the craziness. He don't want no peace. He wants crazy and conflict. It's to distract from what, though? But these tariffs we knew wasn't going to fly. We tried to tell him, and So no sooner as he was so busy setting up documents, no sooner did he had to tear that in half. Now he's telling them to April. And don't be surprised if it gets pushed back some more and more and more, because it's backfiring already. He don't really want to take that bump and mess up with these countries. He's not that dense. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.